Welcome to Radical Underdogs. After a rather underwhelming race one, we are straight into race 2, starting on position 17, straight past Adam Lawrence on the inside, before we're even at the end of the pit wall, down on the outside of the first corner. This is a tricky, tight, twisty circuit, as we've already learned, crashed in qualifying, which put us down towards the back of the field, and then, not, as I say, quite an underwhelming race one, but fortunately, the car has remained in one piece. So far, this has been a pretty good start. It feels like we're up quite a few positions because we're coming up across Matt Crozier, who started up towards the top 10 last time. He's had a terrible start. Back down to position 16. Got Kev Bird, who I think might have had issues in the last race. He's trying to make his way through already. Actually, Kev will be a good person to follow around. If we let him pass at a sensible place, we can probably get some good time here, but actually don't want to let him pass. We're racing here, and Matt comes back across. The track narrows there, and there's a bit of a runoff, and Matt came back across. He was going to run off onto the grass, and so we all got out of that without any contact. Got Kev down on the inside through the gooseneck. Got contact up ahead as well. Cars up on the grass. Are they going to spin back onto the circuit? They contact again on the grass. Both cars spinning around. We're up 2 positions, down 1. So what's that? Net 1. I can do my maths. 2 minus 1 plus 1, whatever. We've got 1 and more 1s and 2s. We've got Robert Greensmith behind in 1-2-2. He had a penalty in the first race, I think, due to weight penalty after qualifying. Suffered terribly with the 10-second penalty there. But he is back with a vengeance for race 2. So up to position 15, not absolutely terrible actually, given that this hasn't been a great weekend. I went straight into Kev having contact up ahead. I think that might be Pete Smith in car number 17 potentially. But as you can see, you got Rob. He's made a much better exit of that last corner, so he is going to make his way past. There's not much we can do. We could go defensive here, but thinking about this is what, lap 2. We absolutely don't want to be fighting here, losing touch with the pack in front. And actually, it was worth just a dab of the brakes, because actually we can follow Rob down the straight. And if we were actually faster, we'd have a much better chance. But we obviously we've skipped ahead. We weren't. This is actually the fastest lap of my race. Definitely not the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, as I say, not being quick this weekend for some reason. I don't know what it is about Cadwell. I really enjoy the circuit as a track day circuit. It's a fantastic sort of single car circuit. If you want to go out and have a great time with your car, it's a great place to go. The only thing about it, of course, is it is very narrow, so passing opportunities during a race, as you can see, actually Rob making his way past Kev up ahead, but it is generally speaking pretty hard to get past. Down here into Park, it's probably one of the only places that is quite, it's quite an easy way to get past, but generally speaking it is quite narrow and difficult to get past. But the barriers are also quite close. As you can see, it's all grass, so if you're out onto the grass you lose all grip, and sometimes they are quite close. And well, we've had a few cars into the barrier this weekend, and it is quite common to see cars sort of limping away from this circuit, so it is a bit of a double-edged sword. I do love the circuit, and especially up this bit, it's got a different character. So you go from the wide sweeping corners up to the really narrow twisty section through the mountain. It's a really excellent part of UK club motorsport, and it is well worth a visit. You can see the spectators up here on the left, really close to the action, right by the where you can get all the food and drink as well, so perfect really. And it's obviously not that busy today, so yeah, a really good place to go and watch and spectate if you're in the area. Not many people are, I think, in rural Lincolnshire, so it doesn't necessarily attract people in the same way that other circuits do. But yeah, what a fantastic place to watch, what a fantastic place to drive. Just, I'm not sure it's a fantastic place to race really. Over the last few laps, Adam Lawrence has been catching up with us, and he spins around, and that is it. We're basically now on our own. We were trying to get away from Adam to make sure he didn't catch us, and not quite sure where he's gone. I didn't see him spin in my mirrors, so just making sure he hasn't sort of done a light speed couple of corners and right up to the back of me, but apparently not there. So I then can basically almost chill out for the next few laps. I was lapping, as you see, 1 minute 49.3. The fastest lap of the race was down in the 144s or 145. So I'm losing a lot of time, and I was sort of lapping, you know, within a thousandth of a second for a couple of laps. So, and I've got a pattern going. It's just not a very fast pattern. Anyway, well, thank you very much for watching this race. We are out at Donington next time around. It seems to be winter already. This is supposed to be like a summer sport. But anyway, we're going to be out at Donington and catch you again in the next one.